James, might as well say with my kitchen talk. So today let's talk about those voices in your head. So what is in that they are really saying to you? Have you ever questioned those voices in your head? And if not, why? You do realize that they go off all the time. When I was a young guy, the voices in my head went off all the time. And it was like I didn't think I had any control over those voices in my head. I didn't question them. And for a long, long time to my detriment. So it's time to start thinking about those voices in your head. While they or you may think that those voices in your head have the best intentions, think again. Think again. Think past relationships. Think parents whispering in your ear. Has that ever happened to you when you're going to do something, you're in a meeting or you're met a new guy or met a new lady, and you are in a conversation and that voice in your head starts to talk, that voice in your head and behind you, that you're like, you want to just say, shut the up, what, it's like, stop, stop, stop. Well, oh, my freaking laptop is going up. And don't get me wrong, some of those voices are helpful, but many, many are not. And this reminds me of the saying, your energy flows where your attention goes. So, what do those voices say in your head? Are they empowering you? Are they engaging you? Are they saying, hey, you can do this? Or are they saying, oh God, not this again? You know, "Ugh, you've tried this once before. You know this won't work." And this brings up the word discernment. So, how discerning are you? Like with the how discerning are you when you're in a conversation with someone? How discerning are you about what they're really saying? Or is that voice in the back of your head going off and you're listening to it and you're going, oh my God, this person's full of shit, or oh, blah, 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 whatever the voice is that's going off. Discernment. Are you questioning that voice? Are you saying, stop? I remember I was a young guy. I was about, I just come back in off a drilling rig. I was working 2 weeks in or 2 weeks out and then a week home. And I was walked downstairs and my wife, she was doing laundry, and I just kind of leaned up against the folding table and we were chatting. And I remember these voices going off in my head as her and I were getting into this. It was started off as a conversation. Then it ended up becoming a debate, which turned into a little bit of a heated discussion. And then I'm going, hold on. I went in my head, literally, I yelled the word, stop. And the reason I did that was because I realized I was the problem. I mean, she's just having a conversation. And I just come back. I'm still dead dog tired. And like after working 2 weeks of 12-hour shifts, a lot of the time we were tripping, we were pulling out of the hole or running back in. So it was heavy duty, hard work. And I caught myself because I realized I am so tired. I'm so exhausted that I'm about ready to snap. And I had driven for, where were we? I'd driven for 8 hours. I got off at 8, we all got off at 7:30 in the morning, went out to the edge of the Lease Road, had a beer or two, and then some of the guys were heading back to Saskatchewan, some were going to BC, and I was heading back down to Calgary where I lived. And this was the next day. So I drove for 8 hours, got home at like 4 in the afternoon, um, ended up visiting my wife. Got home from work, she made supper, and then we sat and we watched TV, and finally I realized I'd fallen asleep on the couch. I went to bed, slept for whatever hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, got up. This was later in the day. I'd been up all day, so I was still, you can picture this, I was still really tired. And those voices, oh, shut up. Here, let's put that away. And the point is, I caught myself being argumentative because of something that she said triggered a conversation to go off in the back of my head, and because of my tiredness. Has that ever happened to you, where it's like you get into an argument, or you're in a conversation with somebody which then turns heated, and you don't question those voices in your head, but like maybe after the fact, an hour, 4 hours later, you're going, oh my God, why did I say that? What the hell was I thinking? So this comes back to discernment. And what I did in that instance was I discerned for myself that I need to be really aware of the conversations in my head, and especially when I'm tired, working in the oil industry like I was back then. So the piece for you is to, you know, ask yourself, do I ever question those voices in my head? And if you don't, give it a try. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. And if you like my video, you know, hit the like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have yourself a great day. Take care.